Hello Chinese viewers, I am DS, a psychologist, and welcome to another episode on channel NITT. In this episode, I am going to do a compilation. So I found on Quora.com a very interesting question. The question is, what is your least favorite MBTI type? So there are a lot of replies to this question. I read every one of them and I compiled this list. So there are close to 60 replies for this thread. So I make a tabulation and tallied the MBTI types that are supposed to be least favorite of the people who responded. There are a few things to note. First, there are individuals who dislike many MBTI types. So one author can dislike 4 MBTI types. So I'm going to account for all 4 in this tally. There are also some writers who write a lot but in the end does not point to a specific type. So there are also writers that do not indicate a very specific MBTI type. So there are writers who say that I do not like F types. So there are also writers who say that actually it has nothing to do with any MBTI types. There are also people who say that they do not like this particular type, yet their best friend comes from this type. So it can be a bit confusing. So I am going to filter away all these irrelevant threads. After I did the tally, I found something very interesting. All 16 MBTI types has got votes. So in other words, every MBTI type is represented. Every MBTI type is at least the least favorite MBTI type of at least one author. Some authors even write themselves as the MBTI type that they dislike the most. So one such writer is an INFJ. He or she says that he dislikes other INFJs. So for this episode, I'm going to disclose the 5 least favorite MBTI types. I wonder whether you might be surprised over the results. But before I disclose these results, why don't you make a guess what may be some of these unpopular or least favorite MBTI types? Actually, I was supposed to give you the top 5, but number 4 has got 3 different MBTI types. So actually, we have top 6. Just that number 4 is a tiebreaker between 3 MBTI types. And they are INFJ, INTJ, and ESFP. These 3 MBTI types tied at number 4. So moving up, the third least favorite MBTI type of many of the Quora writers is the ESFJ. So this may come across as a little surprising, at least to me, but a lot of the writers mention that they do not like the ESFJs because they are fake. Taking position number 2 for the least favorite MBTI type is the ISTJ. So the ESFJ has been described by some of their dislikers as very methodological and uncreative. These 2 descriptive words also can be usually seen for those people who complain about the ISTJ. So the ISTJ has been described as unyielding and difficult to work with. Now, who do you think takes the number 1 place? You think it's the ENTJ? No, the ENTJ is not in the top 5. The least favorite MBTI type of Quora writers is the ESTJ. The ESTJ has been described as selfish and control freaks. So I'm not too sure whether I should be happy that the ENTJ is not ranked number 1. But previously from other research, earlier research in 2020, I found that ENTJs is the least researched type in the entire internet. Which means to say, when people want to read up on any MBTI type, the ENTJ is the least researched type. So viewers, do you have any MBTI type that you least like? Do comment below. So today's episode is really short. If you do like this kind of content, do give us a like so that we know that we can produce more of this type. And if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more MBTI and fun stuff. Okay, I am going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.